Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I want to show you kind of our weekend update, what's been happening and what we got. These are the tomato plants that I had started from cuttings. I cut the tops of some of the tomato plants and stuck them in the ground, basically. And I didn't have quite enough dirt, and so I used some dirt from outside, a bag I had outside, which was the wrong thing to do, carrying it indoors, because I introduced a whole lot of critters into my system indoors. You can see we had some problems with pests. So what I am probably going to do is just sacrifice this whole set right here, but I did want you to look at the roots. And these are from cuttings. You cut the sucker and you stick it in the ground. How about that? Is that not crazy? I don't know. I might stick them in the ground outside somewhere. I hate to just toss good plants. But we're almost at the end of our tomato season. I'll take you downstairs and I'll show you some of the stuff we've done. Yeah, I know, my hair. And we're getting ready to do a whole bunch of stuff this weekend. More to come, guys. Okay. I always try to show you the failures with the successes. This is my bountiful harvest of carrots, and actually that carrot is about 5 or 6 inches. That's the longest carrot I've ever grown in my life. Oh well, we will try again next year. I may try some in a hydroponics system. I've been researching how to do root vegetables in hydroponics. It's a very interesting process. Alright, now we're heading downstairs. More time. Okay guys, now I want to show you how the kraut is doing. It is coming along really good. We should have, by the end of the week, we should have all of this kraut ready to go out. We'll clean the jars up and everything. And you see all the little, the white mildew and the mold and everything on the pieces and parts. That's normal. Sometimes you will get a little bit of white mold on the top of the jar. And you just add a little bit more brine to it. Get it out with a spoon. These are the butternut squashes that I grew by accident. This one I picked a little too soon because I wasn't sure. These other guys, I got it perfect. And I hate to say this, but the largest one, I did not know it's better to cut it off the vine as opposed to snap it. And you can see that's what's happened to it. So I'm probably just going to cut it off here, probably harvest it for seed, and we might try to cook it and see how it does. My mother told me my grandparents used to cut these things in half long ways, put butter, brown sugar on them, and that would be the meal. So it actually doesn't sound too bad. But this is what we're doing here. Now, walk along on the tour, the weekly weekend update. Baby chicks, doing good, looking good. Already fed and watered them, so they are all doing really well. This, again, is our brooder. This is good because it allows them to each have their own little space to avoid the heat from the heat lamp if they need to cool off a little bit. The only downside to this is I would cut this lengthwise by about a foot, so it's just easier to reach into it. There's that. Here is everything else. This is the hydroponics, the Kratky systems. They're doing really good, but when I brought in those tomato plants and used the dirt from out there, I introduced parasites or pests into it. So I may take the whole system down, clean it, put it all back together. I actually have a ecosystem going along in here. You see spiders hanging out, and the kids say, "You gotta kill all those bugs." I said, well, I'm trying not to. We did have some little flying things in here as well, but the kick in the butt were all the mites and the spotty mildew stuff, the little bugs like that, and the aphids. We shall see. It is regretful. Rosemary, passion flower. It's a really good medicinal. I'll put you in some normal light for this. That is basil. About 18 inches high, and the leaves are huge. Indoor grow systems really do well. It's almost as big as the palm of your hand, the leaves are. It's going to be great. We're going to do some pesto, and that way this winter we'll always have basil, and we'll always have cilantro. The peppers, sweet peppers are coming in nicely down here. I'm going to keep these guys. I'll probably just treat them. The cabbage is cabbaging, and I will probably harvest it in a couple of weeks and get everything. I've already pulled the ones that are problematic. The broccoli, it's just an experiment at this point, because I want to see where the heads, the florets, are going to come up at, because you can see these things are 2 feet long, and I just don't know where they're going to come in. Again, this is just an experiment to see how well the broccoli will work. More to come. These bottom seed starting trays are doing really well. You can see the oregano, parsley, more rosemary. This is amaranth, which is a really good medicinal herb, as well as an ancient grain, Grain. You can actually make a type of bread from the seeds, and it's also used as a chicken fodder. So you plant enough of these. This is 72 cells that have been planted with amaranth, and as they propagate themselves outside, hopefully I'll have a 20 by 20 foot area where it will just continue to grow. That's my plan. This is all dill, thyme. I can't remember what else. And the ones on the very end are the beets, sugar beets. I tried. Some people say it's better to do them in the ground, but I figured why not. The oregano is about ready to go out. If I have enough time, no pun intended, I will try to get that stuff planted today. Got a lot to do today. More to come, guys. You can see all the mullein has dried out completely and is ready to be packed up. Some of it I tied in cooking twine just like that, so it can be smoked easier if you wanted to smudge it. But that's what we're working with, that right there. More to come. I think the grand experiment with the Kratky hydroponics is about finished. Works really well. Works absolutely fantastic. And it will do dang near whatever you ask it to do. But I think the next thing we're going to do is introduce honest to goodness hydroponics to where we have a pump circulating water throughout a reservoir that goes into another reservoir being aerated and then come back around. So we won't have anything standing in liquid. That's my thought. That's what we're going to try to work on. We'll see. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming by. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. We have a lot more different experiments and plans going. Take care of you people.